I have two questions. A, did a representative of our fine agenting, managing universe hear you at Comic Con or hear the mist and say, uh, yes, we'd like to work with you to get you other gigs? Or did somebody hear the mist and say, can we do here's something for The Witcher? In other words, what is the transition that starts to level you up to the next level where you are now world famous?
Well, that's a great question. And it's a tricky answer to that question because I think also, especially in the early days of anyone's career, even if you're assigned to the agency, it's not that, the agent brings you a gig. It's always it's always a teamwork. It's always a 50-50 effort. So actually with The Mist, the story was amazing because we had a film that we did, I think that was in 2015, right? We did a film. The film was called The Boat Builder. It was an indie film starring Christopher Lloyd. And the film went to the Santa Barbara Film Festival. So we went to the festival and we also checked out some other films. And there was a film.
A Danish film.
A Danish film that we really enjoyed. And a year after, it turns out that the filmmaker of that film, he was the showrunner for The Mist. And we remember going and watching that film at the Santa Barbara Film Festival.
Really great.
And it's such a wonderful film. So what happened was, as soon as we saw that and we didn't know him at that point, but as soon as we saw that he's the showrunner of The Mist, we're like, well, we gotta email him because we went to the same festival, we loved the film, and, it's Stephen King, The Mist, we would love to do the show. So we just sent him an email.
With some music, he's like, hey, we'd love to do it, check out this music.
Like, So
they didn't have a composer yet?
No. We send an email to the showrunner and we're like, look, we saw your film. We absolutely loved it. It's such a fantastic film. We also had our premiere at that point. We know that you're doing the Mist TV show. We would absolutely love to have a conversation with you about it. And, just for your interest, here's some music for you to check out. And that was it.
Yeah. And then he replies like, I love this music. I was like, great.
Because, our policy is always like, why sitting and waiting for someone to bring you a gig when we can be proactive, when, we can do our research and reach out to people? We don't see any issues reaching out to people because what's the worst that's going to happen? They're just not going to reply.
I just love that. I think you just described, I'd have to edit it, my favorite t-shirt. Why sit and wait is on the front. Be proactive is on the back. By the way, without interrupting too much, that's probably the way I've gotten almost all my gigs in life, is seeing something that I like, reading a news article about a movie about to be made, and finding the director, the studio, and saying, I love this book. I'd love to be involved. I love this idea. I'd love to help if you need help on the music. And people don't understand we all respond to passion. So if somebody sends you something and says, I dig this,